guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing the 21 questions makeup edition tag by Allie Glines. I saw this floating around YouTube over the past month and I figured I would participate because I think it's a lot of fun to do a tag once in a while. That's a quick intro. Let's just get right into it. Number one, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? Probably this Avon duo eyeshadow. It's called Playful Mocha. And it's just like a pink and brown eyeshadow duo, but I can't get rid of it. Even though brown and pink isn't really like a unique combination, like this specific brown and pink, I can't find a dupe for these two colors anywhere, like a close enough dupe, and I just always thought it was flattering. I want to say that this shadow duo was probably from like my college days, and dare I say even before that. There's no way I could still have makeup from high school, right? Yikes. Number two, what is your most recent makeup purchase? My most recent makeup purchase is this little duo, this little mini of Marc Jacobs bronzer and their Velvet Noir mascara. I got it back in December and I've been really enjoying both. What is the first makeup product you ever used? Back when I was a little girl, my mom would put makeup on me for like recitals and stuff like that. That was probably like Avon products again. So, because she sold Avon, that's pretty much what she always purchased and used. So I think it was like a lipstick that she would put on me before a recital, like a red, bright red lipstick, and she would use the lipstick as a blush, and probably some weird scary shade of blue, again probably Avon eyeshadow. When it came to me having input onto what makeup to put on my face, when I was like a little bit older, if you want to consider it makeup, was this lip balm by Bonnie Bell. I think they were called like lip jams or something, and I went to a Catholic school, so I wasn't really allowed to wear makeup to school or anything, but yeah, they were like these little lip balms, and I remember had a like lip smoothies or something. I don't know what they were called, but I had a raspberry flavor and a grape flavor. When I actually wore real makeup, I remember like for my 8th grade dance, I wore these CoverGirl lip smoothers. They were kind of like a really sheer pink lip blush, they called it. Yeah, they were called lip blushes. I remember going to Woolworths with my friend when Woolworths was still around. They were in a magazine and I was really intrigued by this like tinted pink lip balm, and also clear mascara by CoverGirl that I don't think did a damn thing for my eyes, but hey, couldn't have told me any different back then. Little samples of concealer to cover like one little spot on my nose, and I want to say that was CoverGirl as well. So all CoverGirl stuff. Those were the first like conscious makeup that I ever put on my face, like after I had the recitals and all that when I was a kid. Number 4, what is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? I don't really have like love and hate. It's like not that extreme. I remember when I was like playing around with white eyeliner and just would wear it like straight up as regular eyeliner. I know people now, they wear it on the rim of their eyes. I don't know, do people still do that? I remember wearing it as straight up eyeliner, and yeah, it was a very short-lived kind of thing that I did. I don't know if it was like a trend at that time or I just like was intrigued by white eyeliner. I'm not really quite sure, but yeah, I remember doing that in high school, and just thank God it was short-lived because that did not work on me. I looked like an alien kind of with that. I think most people probably might using white eyeliner just straight up on your lids. What is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? Never really hated it or anything, but I remember there was a point when I only wore highlighter during special occasions. I don't know why, but that's just how I always viewed highlighter. In my mind, it was just very like flashy, and you wore it at night. And bronzer I rarely used as well, so I think for both of those, I would say I didn't really wear them a lot, and now I definitely wear them a lot more often and enjoy putting them on most days now. I mean, I know that's not really a trend, but it's definitely something that I didn't really do, but now I do. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? I would say my favorite step is probably eyeshadow, because I just love picking out different colors, love putting it on and like blending colors together and just seeing everything come together into a look. So definitely eyeshadow. What is a makeup product you can't live without? Maybe foundation, because you can, lay a base down. If it's a heavier formula, you can probably conceal with it too, and even have a darker foundation if you want to like contour so it doesn't look like a mask. So probably foundation. What sparked your love for makeup? I feel like I always enjoyed makeup or was fascinated by it. I remember my mom, she sold Avon back in the day in the 80s and stuff like that. I remember she had this travel makeup kind of kit sort of, and it folded up, and I remember being really young, I must have been like 4 or 5, and seeing that little travel kit and being just like intrigued by it. And I bet that like kind of started this interest with it. Was always interested in it, like middle school, high school, and then after college, I actually worked in a drugstore. So combine that with, you know, finding YouTube and all of that. So I think all of those little events combined made me like or be interested in makeup. So yeah, YouTube definitely put it in a trajectory that nothing else did. But I think before that, working in a drugstore definitely sparked even more of an interest because now I was around it all the time. But yeah, definitely seeing things growing up, and I was just always a little bit more interested in it than most of my friends were. So I guess it was just one of those things. It was kind of like the seeds were planted, and any little thing that came along to spark it did. There you go. 9, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? There are 2 that stand out for me from college. I was in the musical Godspell, and I did my makeup for that, and I think I used the foundation that was like completely the wrong shade. It was like way too light for me. And you know, this was before like contouring, like, you know, doing all that stuff, and it just looked like a mask, and I wore really bright red lipstick with it. So I just remember that because I remember looking back at the pictures and I was like, whoa. But I guess it was okay for the stage, but it just like, I would have picked a completely different foundation shade. I think it was like my junior year, I went really heavy with makeup. I think it was because of the people that I lived with at the time, in our little apartment there. My one apartment mate, she was very big into makeup, and I think just from being around each other and like, you know, I was very much influenced by that. So I would do like really heavy, like it wasn't like a very good daytime look, let me just put it that way. It was like a very heavy blush, and I did like really blatantly lined lips with very pale lipstick, which was a vibe, I guess, back then. I don't even know if it was a vibe, but I did it. So yeah, it was a little too much. Thankfully, I like scaled it back a bit since then, but I do remember those 2 looks, and also using way too dark eyebrow pencil. I would use straight up black eyebrow pencil back in high school, I remember this, and it was just way too harsh. Thought that's how it was supposed to be. No. A little too dark, a little too What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? Times that stand out to me the most are probably like special occasions, like weddings and stuff. I guess maybe my brother's wedding. Both of them, when they each got married. When my one brother got married, this was in 2004. I remember, you know, phasing out of one type of makeup look that was a little bit more dramatic, and I kind of went with a more like natural look of like with blending and like lighter eyeshadow color. That it was really like lighter and prettier and more like at that time for me, like a step away from my usual type of makeup routine, and I remember learning different skills with it. So that look always stands out to me, even though it was years ago. And even recently when my other brother got married, I remember really liking my makeup for that. I did, you know, false lashes. I don't really wear false lashes on an everyday basis, but I do recall putting in like a lot of effort into that look and really liking it. They were special occasions, so I think that's why they stand out to me. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? Favorite drugstore makeup product might be a mascara, L'Oreal Telescopic. I haven't used that one in a while though, and I've always liked that one. The NYX Lip Lingerie and Push Up, I like the formula, and the shade works on me. Or any really mascara by L'Oreal that I've ever tried, to be honest with you, because I've liked them all. What is your favorite splurge makeup product? It's not really considered like super high-end, I don't think, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I know it's not like Tom Ford or anything like that, but I do appreciate that palette a lot and the quality for it. I guess it's pretty average like when it comes to palette pricing. And also, I really like this mascara by Marc Jacobs, the Velvet Noir one, because I don't really buy very expensive mascara at all, but I would probably drop the dough for the full size of this with a coupon. They're not as expensive as they could be, you know, if you shop around Sephora, but they're definitely nicer, more quality products that I use that I really enjoy. What is your most repurchased makeup product? Used to be the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, you know, that one that everyone loves. I used to buy that over and over and over again. Also, again, the L'Oreal Telescopic, I used to buy that over and over and over. Yeah, I haven't bought those in a while. So, but back in the day, that's what I did used to do. That's like the only two that I can think of that I've actually repurchased continuously. What is your earliest makeup memory? I kind of already referenced this, but yeah, my earliest makeup memory was probably my mom when she had that, again, like that little travel makeup case. It was maroon, I'll never forget, and it like opened up and had all the makeup products in there, and you could just fold it back up. I thought that was really cool because it folded back into a little box. I thought that was really neat. And also Sweet 16 makeup, the toy, that was very 80s and I loved that. You know, I must have been in first grade or even younger than that, and I would always see that in the stores and like want to pick it up. Overall, just getting ready for recitals and my mom putting makeup on me. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Typically I do Ulta, maybe CVS, but mostly Ulta and once in a while Sephora. Okay, number 16, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? I'd have to say anything by Avon, to be honest with you. I know Avon is like seldom or rarely ever talked about on YouTube. Yeah, and honestly, when I think of Avon, I get it. Like, I think of like, you know, the 80s, 90s, and like Avon ladies selling it. But I must say, they have some really nice eyeliners and lipsticks, and some of my favorite, you know, makeup products are by Avon. I'm just kind of sad because they do discontinue things often. I have my favorite eyeliners by them, I think, and lip products. And again, they never get love on YouTube. And I mean, there's just too many other brands out there, but they have really, really nice stuff. There are definitely the Avon stands from like, you know, who always used to buy it back in the day. They still have their favorites. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like they're underrated and they're never talked about. And you know, I know they're not like the coolest brand of all time or anything, but like they used to be. And I can attest to some of the products that I have by them are really, really good. So yeah. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I really like it. I got it recently, but I don't think it's as amazing as what a lot of people have been saying about it on YouTube. And again, maybe that has to do with like my skin type too, and the coverage I'm looking for, so I know that definitely plays a factor. I feel like I've tried so many drugstore concealers that are just as good, if not better, or very similar to it. I don't think you need to spend $30 on that particular concealer, but it is nice. Again, not trying to diss the actual product. It's nice, but not exactly what I was looking for in a concealer, but I'm gonna use it up. Number 18, what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? I would have to say Tarte's Birthday Suit Liquid Lipstick. I received a free sample of that a couple years ago. I think a lot of people did for their birthday, you know, from Sephora. Was thinking about actually getting that, and I don't think they make it anymore. So that and Avon in the Buff. And I said it earlier, I think they discontinue things a lot. Not super unique or anything. It's like a nude, but honestly, who feels like searching for another nude? And I'm sure they're probably very similar, but you know, nudes can be kind of tricky too because of the undertones. When I find one I really, really like, I just want to stick with that. And an eyeshadow too, Max Cash Flow. This is limited edition, and I'm not one to really buy limited edition, but I really, really like this one, and they no longer make it. It's really, really old. What you gonna do? Number 19, where do you go for makeup inspiration? I don't like actively look for certain looks. Like I know like Instagram is a great resource for that, but I really honestly go on YouTube and I will get inspiration from watching small YouTubers, bigger YouTubers. If I notice a look that I like, really like their eyeshadow or how they put it on, that's honestly where I get most of my inspiration from these days. Okay, number 20, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I'm not a big fan of like fast fashion makeup. You know, like ColourPop does a lot of that. I know that's what they're known for. I'm just like not into that. Also, I'm just tired of seeing the palettes that are constantly coming out that have like the mauvey pinks and the browns and neutrals. You know what I'm talking about? The kind of like spin-offs of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, right? So over that color scheme. I mean, I get it because it's a very like usable, user-friendly type of palette color scheme. But I just feel like whenever I go on like Sephora's website, that's like the main kind of palette that like everybody has. I understand there's only so many directions an eyeshadow palette can go anymore, I feel like. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a palette like that in those colors. And I know people have their like brand preferences and all, so you know it's not going to just be one brand making that color scheme, but I'm just kind of over it. It's a predominant kind of palette that I see, so I would like to kind of see less of that mauvey pink slash warm neutral palette, even though I get it and it works, and you know, there's certainly colors that I enjoy wearing most of the time. I kind of get the popularity of it. I'm just like overseeing it constantly and as like the main type of palette for most brands, you know what I mean? make something else a new trend. And last but not least, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? I am more into like vintage style makeup right now, and packaging like Besame I really appreciate. So I would like to see more makeup that's kind of unique like that. I myself want to get more into indie brands. Right now it's not like I'm looking to buy more makeup, but I am interested in seeing more unique type of formulas, I guess. Almost anything other than mainstream makeup at this point. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing the same brands all the time and hype, Like, I just kind of want to see different things, alternative makeup. Personally, just want to explore that avenue a little bit more. There's so many other brands out there that are very interesting, or just putting out really high quality makeup. That's what I'd like to see more of personally. It was really fun to do this and kind of like talk about, my experiences with it. I tag anybody who wants to do it. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, check out all my other content, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.